So, good evening and welcome to the pre-match press conference of Team New Zealand. Before the match, Cameroon against New Zealand, it will take place tomorrow at 6 p.m. here in Montpellier. A warm welcome to Tom Sermani, the head coach of the team, and to Sarah Gregorius. But as you know, before we start the press conference, I want to request to switch off your mobiles or set it in silent mode. If you need a translation, so please be sure that you have downloaded the FIFA interpretation app. When you have a question, so please raise your hand, wait for the microphone, tell us your language you will ask, introduce yourself, and finally your question. So now you can start. I open the floor for the first question, so please. Okay.
I'm a French journalist from RFI, French radio. What do you know about your opponent? What do you know about Cameroon, please?
Only what we've seen of them of late. Sometimes getting footage on African teams can be a little bit more complicated than other teams because they don't play as often as most other national teams. But I think, you know, having them seen, I can't remember earlier this year or late last year against France, and we've obviously seen them in the tournament and a couple of other games. So they're, what I would say is they give you the challenges that a typically African team give you. Athletically, they're very good. Individually, very skilled. Physically, very strong. And what I've seen with the Cameroon team in this tournament is that they've been very well organised and disciplined. So they give us a lot of challenges.
The next one, please.
Bonjour, je poserai la question en français. Je suis Guillaume pour le média local de Montpellier, donc elle s'adressera à tous les deux. Et je voulais savoir, demain c'est un match très important et je voulais connaître un peu l'état d'esprit de l'équipe à ce stade de la compétition.
After you.
Pretty good, pretty focused. The team knows that tomorrow is the biggest game of our lives, certainly of the program so far, and everyone's really buzzing just to get out there. I think, yeah, the anticipation's certainly building, and yeah, the team's feeling really good. We're in a good place. We had to bounce back quickly after the first two games, but we're pretty resilient. We've been in these positions before, so bring it on.
Yeah, the energy's been good, spirit's been good, and you know, we realise how important tomorrow's game is, and we just hope that all of us turn up ready to play.
The next one, please. The lady in blue.
Bonjour. Question en français pour le coach. Anita de Montpellier, les médias. Donc, tout d'abord, bienvenue à Montpellier. J'avais une question. Demain, il est annoncé une température proche des 30 degrés, avec des risques d'orage. Pensez-vous que cela puisse impacter votre jeu?
I think, obviously, if the temperature is going to be as high as 32 degrees, it will be very warm out there. Hopefully by 6 o'clock it might be a little bit less than that. If there are storms, then it's like anything. It's something that we just have to deal with, and if it means delays, then you just have to sit, wait, and refocus and get back out on the field. But you know, I think these days most teams are able to cope with those circumstances, and hopefully we should be able to do that tomorrow. Thank you.
Is there another question?
This one is not so nice. You never won a game in a World Cup. It's your 5th participation. It is a lot of pressure for tomorrow, much more pressure for you.
Do you want that? Do you want me? You go first.
Okay. Yeah, it maybe seems that way, but I think for me personally, and I know for a lot of the group, it just makes you hungrier, because not only is it an opportunity to get out of the group, it's an opportunity to get our first win and to really make history. And we've said from the start that that's what we're here to do, and now we're on the eve of an opportunity to do it. So I think, yeah, it could be interpreted as pressure, but not by us. We're just really hungry to go out and do something different for our country and make everyone really proud.
It's really no different for me. To be honest, ever since I've become a coach, the pressure that I feel is the same in any game. Obviously, some games are more important than others, but other than a really closed-door kind of friendly, I've never felt pressure any different from one game to the other. So it's always just been the same.
The next, please. No more question?
Okay.
So
Last chance. Last chance.
No, it's
Okay.
it's okay. They can.
3, 2, 1. Sorry.
okay. So if there's no more question, we finish this press conference. So thank you very much for attending this pre-match press conference. Thank you very much to Tom Sermani and to Sarah Gregorius, and good luck for tomorrow's match.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Appreciate you coming along.